said quarterback shit when I said I said quarterback shit when I'm under the center. Game plan sick, talking under the weather. You know what we doing? I need that all expense paid inclusive. I'm the plug, so I'm plugged into it. About money like with Jewish white Christmas. I'm Scrooge, bitch. My mood is on cruise ship. If you ain't tuned in, you ain't vibing with my moon man. I move shit like Carrie. I'm the cold truth, Fletcher Reed, Jim Carrey. Everything movie, that mean the price varies. Need that designer cream shit and all Ben and Jerry's. Cream get the money like 36 chambers. Basket Robbins shit, 31 flavors. Keep it moving. Keep it moving.
I can make things move. I can make things move. I can make things move. I can make things move.
Everything on me. Yeah, tell him Bogart scot-free. Lottie-dottie, he like to potty. Fuck with blow shoot, trolling 5 Molly. Heard I carry weight, move packs like a dolly. And I stay fuming, clock me doing Godspeed. Business booming, back-to-back trips, moving multiple units. Drive mules, got universal soldiers, getting money for sure. Yeah, we ain't shrugging shoulders. You think I'm lucky getting over, made it far, cause I'm sharp, fuck a 4-leaf clover. On my 89, minus the flat top. Getting packs off, smoking on the cash crop. Money talk, if you're broke, then you can't talk. Play a never-ending ball game, Sandlot.
I can make things move. I can make things move. I can make things move. I can make things move.
Getting money when I land there. Smoking all loud so I can't hear. And if your boys bring the noise, all y'all pussies getting scraped pap smear. Codeine got me leaning, pizza. Put your boy on point, pyramid of Giza. I'ma rock like this till I'm an old geezer. No pizza parlor, but we deliver pizzas. Ask Uncle Sam, I'm taxing. Look, ma, no hands, telepathic. I can make things move, I'm carefully calculated when I make these moves. I run shit, don't let me get loose. I'm all about my decks, trying not to get goosed. Keep it moving.
Hey, good morning, y'all. Thanks for tuning in, and welcome to episode 14 of the Chargers Power Hour. Let's go. I can't believe it's episode 14. I hope everyone had a wonderful Christmas, holiday, and has a prosperous new year to come. Let's go. JD, can you run that commercial? Let me shout out the chat. What's up, Emil? Guccini's in the house. Top of the morning, King. Oh, that's another one. Hey, Habitat. Hey, Pasta, welcome. Nice meeting you. Hey, I'm from the 916. That's California, right? Yep. California in the building. Thanks, JD. Well, welcome to another episode of the Chargers Power. It's been 13 fun episodes, and here it goes 14. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a good one. Also, let me give a shout out to my friend Derek Lincoln for joining me last week for the Chargers Power for the Cowboys show. I really appreciate you coming on. I had a great time. I know it was some snap, crackle, pop going on, but it was some fun shit. I had a blast, and it was a good time. Thank you, Derek, for coming on. Hey, I'm sorry about those Cowboys losing that way, but hey, it had to be done. You just happened to be in my way. So, all right, let me get on to what's going on this week. We have a big motherfucking week. I'm looking forward to it. It's rematch week. It's not playoffs, but it's rematch week. Yes, Peacock, it's rematch week. But let me first get to the business. All right. The Chargers last week gave it and manhandled the Dallas Cowgirls last week. 34-7. Justin Herbert and that Chargers offense powered past the Cowboys on the road for a nice 34-17 win. Let's go. We did it Texas style. Pause. All right. After that win last week with this, the Chargers now are 11-4. But also thanks to JD, Bogey, Steamboat, and the 49er family. Yes, thank you so much, San Francisco. You gave Phillip Rivers a loss and clinched us a playoff berth. So thank you. Thank you, gangbang 49 again. Well, the Chargers now are 11-4 after that nice Cowboys win, 34-17. Well, let's go. I'd say, all right, the turning point for me, there was plenty of them. There was fireworks early. The first half especially, they started lighting up the Cowboys, but Quentin Johnson was doing his thing. QJ showed up. He had a homecoming. He went to TCU, grew up in Texas. He came out. He lit up those Cowboys. So, hey, as did the rest of the boys. I see. I mean, both teams combined themselves for 444 yards of offense. I mean, Justin Herbert and co. were on fire early. And the Chargers quarterback threw for nearly 200 yards and a pair of scores just in the first half. Quentin Johnson had a one-handed grab for a 50-yard grab pause in the first half. And that was probably one of the best catches I've ever seen Butterfingers make in his life. One-handed, over the shoulder, grab, pulled in, pause, let's go. Pulled it in for the touchdown also. Ladd McConkey had himself a day. He had a touchdown and all that stuff. The offense was rolling. I mean, then again, the Cowboys do give up quite a bit of points. But, hey, it was a good, solid win for me. I mean, as I said, it was welcome back, Quentin Johnson. YouTube's blocking comments, and I can't even say nothing wrong. Yeah, bang, bang, bang. Hey, what's up, Bogey? Hey, let me thank you for those 49ers for delivering a playoff spot for my Chargers. So thank you to your Niners, and thank you, 49er gang. That's right. Gang, yes, yes. Yeah, I don't always get how you guys do that shit, but it's all good, man. But again, thank you for y'all. And you guys are looking good yourselves. So let's get you. You guys are there, but hey, but I do appreciate the help. All right. Well, as I said, it was welcome back, Quentin Johnson. That was a nice game. Yeah. He is now the first Chargers player since Antonio Gates to have 8 receiving touchdowns 2 years in a row. Hey, who would have thought Quentin Johnson would have been that man next to Antonio Gates? Not me. I didn't think that, but hey, QJ doing his job. But hey, we're going to need that QJ this week. That's for sure. All right. To say in this one, QJ showed the Chargers were down 7-0, and the Chargers moved, through the red zone and scoring. But Quentin Johnson, I mean, he had himself a game. I mean, he showed up and showed out. I mean, doesn't always show up every single week, but when he shows up, he does come to play. And that was a good thing for QJ because we're going to need him this week against a high-power offense we're going to face this week. As I said, that was QJ's 8th touchdown of the year, which equals his total from last year also. And let me get to this one. Yeah, this was a sad note. And then from this, actually, yeah, as I said, we clinched the playoff spot thanks to the 49ers beating beating Phillip Rivers and the Colts. So yes, thank you, San Francisco. So yes. Now on that game, we did lose. That's going to be crucial for the rest of the season. Denzel Perryman was playing pretty stupid. He's had multiple hits two quarterbacks and stuff like that. So he was suspended for 2 games. He'll miss the Texans game and the Denver Broncos game. So the reason was repeated violations of playing rules intended to protect the health and safety of the players. So they suspended him for the rest of this regular season, and we will have him today and next week. So when the division's on the line. Well, it could be on the line, but let's just take care of business today first. But no, I mean, it was rough. Now, JD, you want to pull up that defense pick? All righty. Yes, the defense, as I've been saying the last month, has been showing up, and they showed up against the Cowboys. Against the Cowboys, Tully had 5 tackles, 1 sack, 1 QB hit. OA, two tackles, 1 quarterback hit. You also had Khalil Mack with 2 tackles, quarterback hits, and Jameis Caldwell had 1. Derwin James showing up again as always, and as for the stats, we had 12 total times, 24.2 pressure rate generated as a unit overall in that Cowboys game. So, and they did show up last week, and we need them to show up just as much against the Houston Texans today, which is going to be a hell of a match. And I was watching Peacock's Houston Huddle last night, man. It was a great show, Peacock. Shout out, man. You guys have a hell of a team. I'm looking forward to this game today. It's going to be a good one. Now, let me go over the stats for our offense. Now, Justin Herbert, broken hand and all. Yes, this week would be a month in. And Justin Herbert, 23 of 29, 300 passing yards even, touchdown, 0 sacks, and he also had 42 rushing yards. The game before, he had no rushing yards. So, yeah, Justin was doing his thing, being the gazelle as always. But, yeah, that's good. As I said, QJ had 104 yards, a touchdown. His longest was 50 yards with that beautiful one-handed over-the-shoulder catch. Ladd McConkey had 4 receptions for 43 yards and a touchdown. Welcome back, Ladd. Keenan Allen, 5 receptions for 44 yards. Gadsden, 1 for 10 yards, so he really wasn't involved in the offense too much. Trey Harris had 4 receptions for 54 yards. KLS, 1 for 10, and then Hampton did his thing. He had 16 carries for 85 yards and a touchdown. There was no Vidal last week. He sat that out due to his injuries. So now, as for Tully, had 6 tackles for 1 sack, 2 TFLs, and 2 quarterback hits. That man is a menace, and he is damn doing good shit. Now, Daylon Henley had 6 tackles. Derwin James, 6 tackles, and 1 TFL. So the Chargers defense was balling against Dallas. Now, my takeaways from week 16. Herbert was elite, and the offense was humming. I thought Justin Herbert had a nearly flawless game. Okay. Hey, what's up? Oh, hey, salute JD. Hey, Peacock. Neon Peacock, yes. Hey, Derek, welcome, buddy. Hey, again, thank you for last week, Derek. I appreciate it. I had so much fun, man. Snap, crackle, pop, Rice Krispies. It was a good time. Brother, it's always a fun. I look forward to having you on whenever you want to come on. It's a good to always talk fantasy with you, talk football. Man, it's a great time. But now, thank you. Brendan, welcome. Yes, I know you're a Texans fan, man. Hey, welcome. It's going to be a good game, buddy. I'm looking forward to it. Hey, not only you and Peacock, hey, it's all good, man. It's going to be a great game. I don't consider this game a revenge game because it's not the playoffs. But it's going to it's going to be a great game either way for both teams. It's going to be a good game. Peacock said it well last night on the huddle. It's going to be a defensive battle, but it's I'll get to that when the time comes, but I'm looking forward to it. Yeah. Carlton says NFL is so shit. That's all good. Nah. Yeah. Oh, welcome. But all right. Herbert had his first 300 game this season been for a while since he's bought his hand, but he had he was nearly flawless. He had a 132.8 passing rating in that game, 300 yards, 3 total TDs, spreading the ball around to 8 different receivers and keeping the offense efficient, especially in the first half where they scored on every single possession. So, yeah, he was handling his business as usual, scoring. And it wasn't field goals. He was scoring touchdowns. And that's been something I've been stressing all year long. Let's score touchdowns, not 3 points. Not always rely on Dicker the kicker, pause, but rely on the offense. We do have a high-powered offense that can score when we want to. So, hey, we did that against the Cowboys. Then again, the Cowboys, as I said, were giving up a lot of points this year. So it was a matchup that we could expose and take advantage of. So that was a good thing. Now, also the rookies stepped up big time. I mean, running back Amari Hampton, he took over the backfield with Vidal out. He rushed for 85 yards and a touchdown, while Quentin Johnson had his breakout. Yeah. He's doing his thing, Amari. And Martin, we're going to need you this week against a stout Houston Texans defense. It's going to be a barn burner of a defensive game because that Houston Texans looks really good. They got 7 wins in a row. I ain't taking this game lightly, and I'm not looking past it, but it's going to be a barn burner. But as I said, the rookies did step up. All the rookies. You had KLS stepped up, Hampton. They're all stepping up, and when we need them, and that's a good thing. And as I said, the Chargers defense over the past month has been stellar. They have been what's been keeping us in games, takeaways, turnovers. It's all coming at the right time. Yeah, you don't know. Revenge I think if it was for me, if it was a playoff game, it would be revenge. But to me, I think it's just more of, hey man, it's payback for what happened last year. But I'm not taking this game lightly at all. This is going to be a hell of a game. I think it's going to be a very close game also. I'll get to that a bit later on. But I think the defense against the Cowboys clamped down, and they did their thing. I mean, Dallas did score 17 points in the first half. And I was like, oh, shit, this might be a hell of a game. And I'm like, oh, these points are being scored. But they clamped down, and they took over the game. And the offense did that. Justin Herbert and the offense. All right. Hey, Papa Guru. Yeah, it's a big game. Hey, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. Hey, and also thank you for the other night on the stream for keeping me company for an hour. I really appreciate it. It meant a lot. It was good. But no, Mr. Mabry in the house. What's up? Yes, Q needs to put back. Yes, he needs to bring that game he had against the Cowboys and bring it this week against the Houston goddamn Texans. Let's go. Stout. Yeah, but our offensive line actually sucks. So hey, I'll get to that a bit later. But yeah, our offensive line is a Band-Aid, and it's a Band-Aid every single week. Someone's always getting hurt. It's patchwork, you know what I'm trying to say? But hey, every team has the exactly same thing, but our offensive line is trash. I'm going to admit that's what it looks like to me. It's trash, but hopefully next year it's a lot different when we have our players healthy, back. So, yeah. But the Cowboys also had a lot of penalties and in the secondary woes. So it was, it was, there was a lot of self-inflicted penalties by the Cowboys in that Chargers-Cowboys game. So, the Cowboys gave up a lot of big plays to the Chargers. So we took advantage of those matchups and that. Let's see your bling around your neck. Yeah. Bolt up, motherfucker. Hey, Crooked Commish, what's up, buddy? Yo, man, not much. How you doing? I know you guys got to get. Hey, I think you're rooting for whom this year? I know you got Green Bay playing tonight, and I thought if they lose, you guys clinch the division. I know that. I think I watched that on NFL Network this morning. The Bears will clinch if the Packers lose their game today. So hey, I know you'll be happy about that. I'm good, Commish. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. And also head on over to the Chicago Clubhouse. Check it out. They got some good stuff over there. They got some good shows, just as we do on the Gem Well. But I just wanted to thank the Crooked Commish for tuning in and make sure to check out his stuff on over there. I'm guessing you and Peacock not talking much. No, Peacock had his huddle last night. No, hey, there's no bad blood between Peacock and I. It's just business as usual. Just the Texans just happen to be on our Week 17 slate and our schedule. But hey, man, as I said to Peacock, may the best team win. It's going to be fun, but I'm looking forward to it. I'm not going to talk a lot of shit because we're going against a hell of a defense. So for me, open my mouth. I know it's going to be a good game, but hey, I'm going to say one thing. When I get to that prediction, I will tell you my prediction, what I think. No, man, Peacock and I will go back and forth during the day, probably during the game. But you know what? I'm going to enjoy that game, but it's going to be a good one. Crooked. I can't wait to watch the Indiana Bears. I just can't think of that shit. Let's go Niners. Yes, yeah. I got a lot of Niner gang in this channel. So yeah. This was actually a Herbert jersey. It's not an official jersey. It's just one of my. But and also we are wearing the navy blues today, so I have to represent. I like the navy blue jersey. It looks kind of old school Chargers. Let's go. I like that kind of shit. Yo, Peacock, nightmare. I was actually watching some highlights on YouTube this morning, man, and I was looking at you guys are 9th in the league in sacks. You got 41 in the year, 9th. But man, that pressure from Hunter. Yes, yeah, we'll get to that shit. Yeah, we'll get there. But you know what? It's gonna be a good one, Peacock, and I'm looking forward to that, buddy. So it's gonna be a good one. Now, unfortunately for Dallas with that loss, it's just they were already out of the playoffs a little before the game started. But you know, the Cowboys still gave us a game. Shout out to Derek and the Cowboys. I think that they retool in the offseason. What are they going to do if it's on the defense and the draft? The Cowboys are going to be fine going for. I mean, the Cowboys, you know, they're going to do their thing. Jerry's going to spend his money, but if he spends it wisely, he'll be fine. As my neighbor said, he's better do something in the goddamn offseason. Hey, who knows? Who knows what Jerry's got planned? He's got 2 first-round draft picks. So, hey, Derek, long as Jerry does you guys right, you're good, right? Now, all right. Now, as I said, to me, the Chargers defense did shine. You know, special teams showed up. Justin Herbert in week 6 against the Cowboys. He had 12 quarterback hits. That's a lot more than he had in the past couple weeks. He had 12 QB hits, 4 sacks, and 6 TFLs. That's what Herbert was doing. So now let me get to that. JD, can you pull up that Chargers Texans picture? Let's see. We got that rematch pick. Yes. Okay. Now I know Brendan's in the building and I know Peacock's in the building, in the chat. All right, fellas, let me get down to it. Yes, it's Texans week. It's Texans week today. We got you later on this afternoon. All right, the LA Chargers, 11-4 Chargers are going to take on the Houston Texans. Let's go at SoFi Stadium today at 3:30. The last time we faced each other, it did not end well. And it was in the playoffs. And the Houston Texans won. Congratulations. Hey, Peacock, Brendan, congratulations. You guys have got you guys have a 7-game win streak. The Texans did start off 0-3. And I remember saying to Peacock, oh, man, that doesn't look good for you guys. Man, they sure the fuck turned that team around. I ain't going to lie. But they have a hell of a team. Even watching Peacock's huddle last night. Yo, man, he gave a shout out to my Chargers multiple times. I appreciate that. But I got to give a shout out to that Houston Texans defense. It's fucking nasty. I ain't going to say anything. You got Danielle Hunter. You got Will Anderson Jr. Those two are beasts. Yes, Herbert. Yeah, last year he threw 3 interceptions all year long. And God damn it, he threw 4 fucking interceptions against the Houston Texans. That ain't going to happen this year, fellas. No soup for you. That ain't happening this year, boys. Clip that shit. You can clip that. I'm telling you, it ain't gonna happen today. Not in my house, not in SoFi. It's gonna be bolt the fuck up. Let's go. No, it's gonna be a great game. I mean, Peacock was putting out stats last night. You know, the chart, you know, it's and you really can't say much when you look at Will Anderson Jr. And Danielle Hunter. Pressure that they bring on the quarterback. They said freaking Josh Allen 8 times. I remember after the game or during, I said, holy shit, Peacock. That fuck, you got the Josh Allen 8 times. I mean, Herbert, look out. I mean, even with the broken hand. Yeah, and as Peacock said last night, Justin Herbert with his hand is going to be a target. He didn't say target, but he says, yeah, he's been, banged up a little bit. But yeah, he's going to be a target. And I'm not. As our offensive line, it sucks. It's a patchwork. As I said, all year long, it's been patchwork. They're going to have to shut down one of them because one of them can do damage, and coming in both, they're going to be damaged in general at all. So yeah. So hey, what's up? It was for It was for I remember Peacock. I watched that game multiple times. Yeah, 4 picks and 4 sacks. Yes, it was. So yeah, it's I think it's going to be a great game. CJ Stroud, and he's been balling. And I'm looking forward to the challenge. See, CJ Stroud, come on, bring your best, buddy. Come on, you got Nico Collins. Yes, it's going to be a great game either way. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, and we patchwork. It was our line is patchwork this year. Our offensive line, it's been decimated by injuries, but I'm not using that as an excuse. It's next man up. I can say that all the time, but the offensive line is trash this year because of the injuries. But I'm not using that excuse. But our defense is playing well this year, so I'm hoping the defense itself steps up in this crucial game. This is not just a big game for the Chargers. We win this game against the Texans, which I feel we will win, but it'll be a very close game. Next week is just even bigger because there's a lot more on the line. So yeah, we've clinched a playoff berth. That's nice, but next week can be even better. But I want to come through this Texans game healthy, with Justin Herbert coming out of the game healthy as well. But hey, injuries happen to every single team, but man, it's going to be a good one. Let me see what else I got here. I'm looking forward. This is going to be, this is a game between contenders. I know if the Houston Texans, if the Houston Texans win this game, they clinch a playoff spot. That I do know. I read that this morning for the Chargers. Yeah.
You make sure you shout out the chat, bro. You got a Broncos fan in here. You got
So
you got a Chargers fan in here, bro.
Yeah.
Make sure you take care of your peoples, big bro. That's why I put the Broncos thing up there, big bro.
Yeah.
My bad, dog.
Yeah.
Hey, it's cracking in this motherfucker.
Yeah,
Shout out
I know.
You got this bitch on fire, boy. All right, let me get
it to like 124 groups this morning. Yeah, Chargers fan. Hey, what's up? Hey, pleasure. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. That way you can get notifications when we're live. I'm gonna do this. I do the show, a Chargers podcast every single week for my Chargers fans and for all subscribers. So yeah, make sure to sub up. It'd be great. Hey, Steven. Hey, Broncos, you guys look good, but come on now. Next week it's for all the marbles. So you know what? You want to show what you're made of? Motherfucker, bring your ass. Pause next week because we're going to give you a fucking beatdown. Yes, you got a great defense. We're going to handle the Texans first, but you're next. You're on the chopping block next. Denver going down because at the AFC West next week could be on the fucking line. Let's fucking go. Yeah, we can definitely. Yeah, I'm looking. I think it's going to be a great game. Ski, I really do. I think we can beat them, but I think we have to control Will Anderson and Hunter. That defense, they showed what they were made of last year in the playoffs. But you know what? That's why they play the game. I'm looking forward. My buddy Peacocks. Yeah, it's going to be a great game either way. I'm on the Chargers. We locked up a playoff spot thanks to the 49ers. Now, as to the Texans, they can lock up theirs today with a win, but that ain't going to happen. Sorry, Peacock, Sandy, Brennan, that ain't going to happen. It's just, it's clinched, but you know what? To me, our playoffs are clinched for the second year in a row, but I know it's business. Business is not done. We have bigger aspirations. We also, next week, if we take care of business today, we can face the Denver Broncos for the AFC West title. Man, we haven't sniffed that title, pause, for 10 fucking years. The Kansas City fucking Queens have owned that shit. That ain't happening anymore. Bye-bye, snap, crackle, pop, Mahomes. Bye-bye, bitches. You know, all that shit. But no, I'm looking at, this is going to be, all right, the storylines ahead for me for this game, this Texans-Chargers game. I'm a Texans fan, and I think we're cooked. Hey, man, hey, shout out to you. You guys have a great team. You guys have got 7 wins in a row. You're not doing that for nothing. I know you guys started having a rough start at 0-3, but I didn't expect the Texans to just shit the bed, pause, all season long. You guys have CJ Stroud. You have Nico Collins. You have a great coach in D'Amico Ryan. Come on. He came from the Shanahan tree. So come on. You can't expect the Texans to lie down. and I didn't expect that. But, man, you guys have reeled out 7 wins in a row. And I'm not taking this, as I said, I'm not taking this game lightly. It's going to be a great game either way. Lee, you crazy old nut. Hey, Kidda Cat, what's up, buddy? Shout out to the Cat, man. Diehard Jets fan. Well, he was a former Chargers fan, but now turned Jets fan. Hey, it's all good, Kidda. You know that? It's all good, man. It's all good. I love the hate. I bring it every single day, Kidda. But you know what? I take it in stride. But no, as I said, this one, it's about playoff seeding and clinching for the Texans. But for us, it's about just improving our seed because next week we have higher aspirations and higher goals, and that's against the Denver fucking donkey's ass Broncos. Let's go. Now, as I said, this is not a revenge game. It's not the playoffs. I would call it revenge if it was in the playoffs, but this is a payback game. That's what I feel. Justin Herbert has payback. He knows what he did in that playoff game. Man, I don't think he's going to make 4 mistakes this time. He ain't going to be giving holiday handouts. Not to the Texans this year. Sorry, no soup for you. Kidda gonna have a New York. Oh, shit, man. Yeah, Gang Green. I've been thinking about we do need a Gang Green shirt. Man, that would be kind of fun. That would be fun. Again, shout out to the Cat, man. Yes. What's up, folks? Hope you all had a wonderful Christmas, you and your families, and you all have a prosperous New Year. And man, 2026 is going to be a good year. Now this one is a defense versus quarterback. I mean, Houston has I can tell you so many times, they have a stellar defense. And that to me is the scariest part of this Houston team is that defense, Will Anderson and Hunter. And we saw what they did to Herbert last year. But you know what? Really, my Chargers team has to step the fuck up. I mean, I don't want to see Herbert killed because I saw what happened to Josh Allen 8 times. I don't want to see. I mean, I expect this Herbert to be sacked a few times, but I'm not expecting. I'm hoping he doesn't start throwing picks again. That's Herbert at last year had 3 all year in the regular season. Had 4 against the Texans in the goddamn playoffs. So, hey, Justin, just be incredible today. Just don't give those incredible picks to the Texans. That's all I'm saying. Now, let's see. New York Jets are more of a leisure airline right now. But, Kidda, you got to say right now, the future for the Jets does look bright. Not right now. What you do have is in draft picks. So what you do with those picks, we shall see what the future holds for your Jets. You know what I'm trying to say? We shall see. I know they're on their schedule, on the Chargers schedule next year. So, hey, man, that would be a fun show. Jets, Chargers for show. And I look forward to having the Cat Man talk about his New York local Jets also when the time comes. Now, as I said, this is going to be the offensive line for both teams. I don't remember Peacock saying it last night on his huddle that the offensive line for the Texans was not that great. But ours is no better. And I remember put that in the chat, man. Ours is no better. I remember saying that. But no, I mean, both teams have significant injuries on their offensive line, creating uncertainty and potentially leading to a sack-heavy game with turnovers being a key in this game. So both lines are decimated with injuries. I know that. But I'm not using the excuse. It's next man up. So I mean, the Houston Texans do have a lot of momentum going into this game. They're riding a 7-game win streak. The Chargers have been playing well. We got 6 wins out of the last 7 games. So, it's going to be a great game either way. I mean, Houston rides this, as I said, rides a 7-game win streak while the Chargers have been dominating recently, showcasing big plays, potential from players like Quentin Johnson, Amari, and Hampton. Now, I feel this Texans-Chargers game has to be a big pause Amari and Hampton game. We have to get the run game going to set up Justin Herbert so he play action and stuff like that. I'm really hoping that to happen. Amari and Hampton. That's who I think is going to be the key in this game for me. That's for me. And this one it's going to be Amari and Hampton. We don't have Vidal, so it's going to be Hampton and and Haskins, I believe, and then whatever else running backs we got going on there. Petrie is too cool for a nickname. Yeah. Peacock says Terminator QB Hunter. Yeah, you guys have a fucking stud at hell of a team. Yeah. That secondary is locked down. You guys have there's that is this is Peacock, I'm not lying. This team has all the potential to go to a Super Bowl. They have the players they need. I mean, the Texans, I mean, seriously, have a great team in general. I'm not going to lie. They are very, on paper, they're loaded from every single position. They have someone of name stature that just stands out, and great players in general. So now, for me, what to watch for in this game, can the Chargers' patchwork O-line handle Houston's defensive front? That's going to be a hell of to me, it's going to be a telltale. Can we do this to give us a chance in this game to win in this game? As I said, Herbert, and he put out a blurb that, this game, last year's game haunts him. You know what? Yes, it haunts you, but come on, Justin. Just be just incredible. Let's put last year's game behind you. Let's not make the mistakes you made last year. There was a lot of plays in that game, a lot of throws that he did not need. He could have threw the ball out of bounds, but he didn't. He threw them to the goddamn Houston Texans. So, I don't want to repeat that playoff struggles of last year. I just want us to get through this game healthy, hopefully win this game. And that's all I want. Yes, we already have a playoff spot locked up, but I do have higher aspirations going forward for the division and for a number 1 seed. But Houston happens to be in the way. Now, also, can the Texans defense capitalize on red zone opportunities is the question also. We're going to see them until they play the game. And let's see. Yeah, Nightmare Fuel. Yeah, Peacock. I know, man, this is going to be now, Peacock, even though we haven't done, I lose a bit, you send me a link, and I will place that $25 wherever you want, man. I don't care. I made a bet with you last year, and I still honor my word. That's one thing I always say. Always do that. Now, to me, both players in this game have great kickers. The Texans have a hell of a kicker in Fairbank, and then, hey, I'll always ride and die with Dicker the kicker. Pause. He's been clutch for us, man. If it comes down to a kick, both teams have reliable clutch kickers that can kick. And this is if it comes down to a kick, which I do think it's going to be. And because I have the Chargers winning 24-21. That was my score prediction. But as I said, I spoke highly about the Texans, and I had planned to do this because the Texans defensive ranks and stats. Okay, total yard. Okay, the Texans rank almost they're top 3 to top 5 in almost every single category. Total yards allowed per game, they're first, approximately 269.2 yards per game allowed. Points allowed per game, they're first, approximately 15.1 points per game. Total yards allowed overall, first, 3,769 total yards. Rushing yards per game, 5th. Passing yards per game, 4th. That's why I don't take this Houston Texans team lightly. I know I talk a lot of shit. I do it constantly every fucking day. But you know what? I'm not taking this game lightly. I told Peacock, man, this is going to be a good game. And I probably will talk a lot of shit. And I have a little bit during the week. That's me. I'm known for that kind of stuff. Pause. And it says, can Stroud not be rattled and sustain drives? That's going to be a question. I have been doing a lot of Peacock as watching your huddle throughout the year. I have been taking notes here and there and the things that you have said about your Houston Texans, man. But I went about 3 o'clock this morning, went right to the iPad and started doing all these notes. And like, yo, man, and I asked Peacock for some things on his Texans. I mean, just to show it. But that's why I wrote them out this morning. And I watched that huddle last night. It was fantastic. You did a great job. But no, the defense is anchored by key players like Will Anderson Jr., Daniil Hunter, who are, I mean, they both have double-digit sack totals. And all-pro cornerback Derek Stingley Jr. I know that the Stingray is a big. him in the backfield is like Derwin James for us. So, yeah, you got Stingley. You have a bunch of players on that secondary that can wreak havoc at all times. So, yeah, it's going to be a hell of a game. I'm looking forward to this, Peacock. And Brendan, may the best team win today. I mean, fellas, it's going to be a good one. I mean, I had some questions for Peacock. I should have, but, this is like, I told CJ Stroud's looking great in the late season push, as are the Texans. I'm going to give the Texans their due. They look really good. I mean, yes, they started the season very slow, 0-3, but they put together that 0-3 start and made it like it never even happened. They're playing like the Houston Texans. We know who they were last year, and it resembles from the coach. Their coach is excellent. DeMeco Ryan has done an excellent job since he ever got to the Houston Texans. So I didn't expect that. It was an unexpected start for the Texans, but come on now, they've sure turned that around. Yeah, yeah, he does. Yeah, both kickers are excellent, Peacock. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, and I think the Texans have a great wide receiving core. They have Stroud to Nico Collins. Nico Collins can just – I mean, I remember watching the last game. He had 100 yards in almost the first freaking quarter. So, yeah, you can't take that Texans team lightly. Nico Collins can light you up like that. So, I've seen that, witnessed that, watched it. So, no. I mean, they have a great offensive identity. I mean, under Stroud and that coaching staff, DeMeco Ryan has done an excellent job with that Texans team. I know I'm saying – because I'm not taking this game lightly because I know what happened last year, and I don't want it to happen again this year. I mean, I have, as I said, higher aspirations and goals for next week going forward. But let's just take care of business first. I mean, but this matchup is a huge matchup. I mean, I do see the Chargers winning this one 24-21 on a late field goal by Dicker the kicker. But I do think that, as I said to Peacock last night in the chat on this huddle, I feel a team that doesn't commit the turnovers is going to win. That's what I really feel is going to be the key to the game, is the turnover battle. Whoever wins that turnover battle is going to win this game. I mean, what worries me most about this game is that defensive line of the Houston Texans and the secondary. So that's basically right. But I have faith in my Chargers. I have faith in Justin Herbert, Amari Hampton, Quentin Johnson, the rest of the guys. And we need a big lad game. I'm looking forward to that. I mean, so JD, you want to pop up that playoff picture? This is what we're looking at. All right. As of right now, this is where the playoff picture stands. We have Denver at 1. We have the Patriots at 2. The Jacksonville Jaguars at 3. Now, I know the Jaguars can clinch the South with a little bit of help, but I think they need the Texans to lose, and Jacksonville has to win to clinch the South. But I really do think that, personally, I think if I'm right, I think Peacock said there's one. I don't know if there's one more matchup, but I don't know the South matchups going on right there. But it's the playoff looking right now as it stands, the Chargers and the Pittsburgh. But I have, as I said, next week to me is for the AFC West. I mean, we have a chance next week. Let's just get through to this game this week against the Houston Texans. I mean, the Texans, as of right now, would face the Patriots. But as if this all could change this week, so that picture right there on the screen could all change. But hey, as for the 49er gang in the house, they're looking good. They're in the playoffs. But, man, they have aspirations for the number 1 seed if they win out. So, hey, I hope the 49ers do well the next 2 weeks. They win out and they get that 1 seed. I'll be pulling for my 49er gang in the house. As much as because I have revenge. I do have higher aspirations, not just for the AFC, but the AFC West title. But I have revenge from 1994. JD, Bogey, Steamboat, all that 49er gang. Yes, you remind me about 1994 all the goddamn time. Yes, Bogey, You said the only way is to seek revenge, and that's 1994. Let's just get through today, get through next week, and then we'll worry about that. But I would like that. What is Peacock? Every time CJ Stroud had a win streak. Yeah, I read that. I was going to bring that up. Jim Harbaugh was the one that spoiled his 4-game. Yeah, I read that. That was crazy. Samuel says the Texans need to thank the Browns for all their draft cap. Yeah, that's right. That Deshaun Watson trade brought so many players to the Houston Texans. Man, I can't name the players that had, but Peacock would probably be able to tell me. I'm guessing Will Anderson's one of them. CJ Stroud's probably, but yeah, that draft haul that they got for Deshaun Watson, man, that really molded and shaped the Houston Texans team in general. I'm not a Texans fan, but as a football fan, yes, that trade did mold the Houston Texans, and they have the players they have thanks to that trade. But then again, Nick Caserio coming from New England, I mean, he did his job in New England, but he's done a hell of a job on that draft. So, yeah, and they've done well. Jeremy says, why isn't the Panthers in the 4 spot? Motherfucking 10. Yeah. Hey, man. Hey. But Carolina does look good, though. I ain't going to lie. I mean, we shall see. I mean, Bryce Young has had a great year. I mean, so, I'm not going to look at that, but no. Now, that's for the playoff picture. Let's see what else I got here. Thank you for everyone's tuning in. Let's see what we got here. Playoff pick. Okay. So the Chargers are holding on to the 5 seed, but fighting for the AFC West title possibly next week. Now the Texans are they can clinch a spot this week with a win over my Chargers. That ain't gonna happen. Sorry, fellas. But also and they're also chasing down the Jacksonville Jaguars for the AFC South. So we shall see what happens today and next week, for the Texans. And if the Chargers can win against the Houston Texans today, they will travel to Denver next week. Yes, Chase. Yes, any Bronco fans in the house. The AFC West title is on the line. And fuck that. Yes, sir. No fucking Kermit is going to say, you AFC West title. I thought I put Kermit to bed for the year. But you know what, Kermit? You're snap, crackle, pop. That's right. Fuck the Queese. Fuck Travis Kelce. Fuck the Kansas City Chiefs. Oh, sorry. I need to call them the Kansas Chiefs now going forward in 2021. But no, it's got to be nuts. Yeah, underdogs, let's go. Just, hey, you know what? Underdog, I don't Peacock. I think it's going to be a very close game, man. But I really do think I don't know. I think you guys can win the South, but I don't know all the scenarios. But I did read a couple of things. Now, yes, we need, okay, so if the Chargers win out, we own the AFC West. And that means we swept all our divisional opponents going 6-0. That's never been done in Chargers history. So that's something I also would like to do. Not just win today, but win next. Take that West title from the lonely Denver frauds, because they are fraudulent. Denver is, their record is who they are. They faced, let's see, I had some stats here that I did pull up. Now, if you talk about Denver, right? Okay. Denver on the season has 9 wins, 0 losses versus teams under 500, versus teams that are 500 or above. 3 wins, 3 losses. Yes, and one of those is the Chargers. So next week it's going to come down for all the marbles, and it's been 10 years since we've taken the NFC West. But let me just first get through the Houston Texans, and as I said, my prediction for the Chargers game is going to be, I had here, 20. My prediction was Chargers 24, Texans 20. Now, as for the game status, I know Mekhi Becton is questionable, as is Tahi Tart. Vidal, I don't think is going to play. Now, the outs is Darius Davis, R.J. Mickens, Jameer Slayer, which is a big loss, Benjamin St. Juste. Now, as for the Texans, I did this last night. Justin Watson's out, Trent Brown, Darnell Taylor, Jamil Hill, and Najari Carter. And I think they said questionable was Irsay. It was due to a thumb injury, so their offensive tackle. But other than that, the Chargers right now, when I had started this, we had a playoff odds of 92%. We've already clinched the playoffs. So, but right now, we got bigger fish to fry, and that's the Houston Texans. Take care of business first. That's what we want to do first, and then we worry about next week when we go to Denver. But no, I mean, JD, you want to pull up the game picks for me? This is what the expert predicted for the game. All right. So we got 7 out of 10 are taking the Chargers. And MJD, Gordon, and Shook all taking the Texans. Now the one by Gordon I thought was a little wild score. 32 points. I think it's going to be a lot closer game than that. But we're going to see. I mean, a lot of people did have this game very close, 21-20, 21-20. I had 24-20. They all find this a close game. It's going to be that Texans defense is going to come up and play a role today. It's going to be good. Now, I know this week is the fantasy football playoff, the championship. Usually I'll lead it up. Hey, it's a semifinal. No, it's for all the marbles. Now, as for my chart, as I'm going to say, I feel this game, for me, you can start Ladd, QJ, and Hampton. And Herbert, yeah. Also, if you got Herbert in your lineup, I would. But, that defense with the Texans, it's going to give Herbert fits. But, I do feel he had a tough defense last week against the Cowboys. Yes, the Cowboys are successful, but this Houston defense is the number 1 in the league. So, it's a lot different than facing the Cowboys last week. But, no, I fire them all up. Now, as for the Houston team, they've only given up 4 touchdowns to tight end this year. I know they gave up 1 to Brock Bowers, 2 to Trey McBride, and 1 to someone else. I was doing this all last night. So they're giving up a total of 4 to the tight end. As much as I love Gadsden, Houston's a great one against the tight end. So it's gonna be a good one. But I'm looking forward to this game, and it's JD, can you pull up that picture game picks? Yeah, the Denver. Yeah, so Denver next week. To all those, let me get to the chat here. Texans need to think. Yeah, I got that. Give me any of those teams in the playoffs. Ain't scared of it. No. Yeah, the AFC I think is up for grabs this year. Peacock, to be honest with you, it's not like there's no Chiefs there. There's really not one team that really stands out this year in that playoffs right now. Right, to me, or if you look at it, how do you think the Panthers are playing? I think the Panthers are actually playing very well this year. I mean, they've beaten Tampa Bay. They've beaten teams that really I didn't think they'd beat this year. But yeah, Peacock. Yes, Watson. You can thank Watson. You guys did get a haul from that trade. And look at him now. The man took all their money. You got all their picks. But man, that man he's fraudulent, pretty much. That's what I gotta say about Watson. Hold on, Lee. Be looking past. No. I'm not looking. No. Hey man, I already said 24-20 Chargers. We handle our business today, yes. But next week, as I said, I'm taking this game first. That's nothing against you, Peacock. Nothing against Brendan. You guys just happen to be in our way this week, buddy. That's it. And the Patriots, they have a great regular season record. But let's see what they do in the playoffs. They got the Jets this week. They got the Miami Dolphins. They got to take both those games. That's easy. So it'll be what? 13 and I don't know, 13. I don't whatever. I don't. That's one team I don't even freaking worry about. Sorry, as much as I hate them. Yeah, entitled to say 27-20. It could be, but it's why they play the game. We're gonna find out, man. It's gonna be a good game either way. I'm looking forward to this game today. But no, this is gonna be good. I mean, this JD, you want to pull up the Denver? Yeah, so Denver. The Chargers did put their Pro Bowl. We end up putting I think 4 or 5 players in the Pro Bowl. I just put up Justin Herbert in this pick and Joel. Yes, Joel only played 6 games this year, but in the 6 games he did play, he was acknowledged by his peers, and it shows. It shows what Joe Alt meant to this team when he played. And I'm looking forward to next year when we have a healthy Joe Alt and a healthy who is it? God, man. It'll come to me in a second. Who we lost in the beginning of the season. Our offensive to us. Slater. Slater. Yeah, Slater and all. We have those healthy back next year, man. It's going to show next what could have happened with a healthy offensive line, right? And Justin Herbert, how he's been playing this year. Man, it could have been a wonderful thing, but you can't predict injuries, so that's why they play the game. But it's next man up. I'm not going to use the injury excuse because Peacock could use that excuse for his offensive line, etc. Slater, yeah, my bad. I was just been doing so much today and with names and stuff like that because I had Jameer Slayer, who's out this week, and then Slater yet. But thank you for appreciate it. I appreciate that. Yeah, AJ, hope you're doing well, buddy. I hope your fantasy teams are doing well. So and all that, but it's gonna be and I think we put 5 players in the Pro Bowl. Justin Herbert, Nick Ladd McConkey. I don't have the names at the top of my head, but I know 4 or 5 are going. I know Dicker, the kicker, is going. That was one of them. Justin Herbert. There's 4 or 5 players we did put in the Pro Bowl. But to me, Pro Bowl is nice. It's nice, but I have higher aspirations. I want a deep playoff run. That's what I'm looking for. Screw the Pro Bowl. Screw the Pro Bowl. Pause. But really, I want a nice playoff run. That would go into February. So that's around when the Pro Bowl is. So that's what I'm looking forward to. But no, because not just that, having the Denver Broncos next week, I get to not only hate on the Broncos, but I get to hate on my cousin. She's diehard. Well, she lived in California. Her husband was a Chargers fan when they lived out in California, and he moved to Denver. So I every time we face the Denver Broncos, to my cousin Leslie and her husband Dan, fuck the Broncos, fuck those donkeys ass, they fucking suck. You can take your worthless, lonely ass and kick it up to Denver. I don't give a shit, but I'll be saying all my text messages to my cousin, throwing all the hate her way next week, but I'll probably get it back. I always do, but I'm looking forward to it. I know I'll get it from Chase next week in the chats or wherever we have a stream. So, hey, I welcome it all. But I want to thank you all. I also hope everyone had a wonderful holiday season, and they also have a wonderful new year and have a safe one, great one. Best of luck to everyone's team this week. And to Peacock and to Brendan, hey, man, thank you for joining me in the chat today. I look forward to a great game. May the best team win. And Peacock, win or lose, man, you send me a link and I will take care of that bet. Okay. But on that note, thank you for joining me for episode 14 of the Chargers Power Hour. I look forward to having episode 15 next week for the Denver Broncos and for the AFC West title, hopefully. So on that note, have a wonderful day. Let's have a great day of football, and may the best team win today. Bolt up. Let's go, Chargers. Fuck the Texans. Let's fucking go. On that note, have a wonderful day. Go Chargers. And thank you for tuning in.
I can make things move. I can make things move.
I said quarterback shit when I'm I said I said quarterback shit when I'm under the center. Game plan sick, talking under the weather. You know what we doing? I need that all expense paid inclusive. I'm the plug, so I'm plugged into it. About money like with Jewish white Christmas. I'm Scrooge, bitch. My mood is on cruise ship. If you ain't tuned in, you ain't vibing with my moon man. I move shit like Kerry. I'm the cold truth, Fletcher Reed, Jim Carrey. Everything mooey, that mean the price varies. Need that designer cream shit and all Ben and Jerry's. Cream get the money like 36 chambers. Baskin Robbins shit, 31 flavors. Keep it moving.
I can make things move. I can make things move. I can make things move. I can make things move.
Everything on me. Yeah, tell him Bogart scot-free. Lottie Dottie, he like to party. Fuck with blow shoot, trolling 5 Molly. Heard I carry weight, move packs like a dolly. And I stay fuming, clock me doing Godspeed. Business booming, back-to-back trips, moving multiple units. Got mules, got universal soldiers, getting money for sure. Yeah, we ain't shrugging shoulders. You think I'm lucky getting over, made it far, cause I'm sharp, fuck a 4-leaf clover. On my 89, minus the flat top. Getting packs off, smoking on the cash crop. Money talk, if you're broke, then you can't talk. Play a never-ending ball game, Sandlot.
I can make things move. I can make things move. I can make things move.
Getting money when I land there. Smoking all loud so I can't hear. And if your boys bring the noise, all y'all pussies getting scraped pap smear. Codeine got me leaning, trapeze. Put your boy on point, pyramid of Giza. I'ma rock like this till I'm an old geezer. No pizza parlor, but we deliver pizzas. Ask Uncle Sam, I'm taxing. Look, my no hands telepathic. I can make things move, I'm carefully calculated when I make these moves. I run shit, don't let me get loose. I'm all about my decks, trying not to get goosed. Keep it moving.